Namaste. I hope you are enjoying this video series and it is very useful to you. I am receiving a lot of emails, a lot of comments in the channel as well as WhatsApp messages. I have been replying to as many emails as I could. But there was one email, one lady, she wanted me to give a reply in the program here so that many people may benefit the reply to her question. So, her question or her situation is like this. She is now in a particular town working in a particular field. She wants to move to Chennai where she can get a higher position in the same field. That is her goal. And she says, at home people are saying there is no need for you to go to work, financially we are all right. So, you can just be at home, you can get married and settle down. This is what they are advising her, which is understandable because of their concern. But she says, I also want to get married and settle down, but not before I achieve my dream. She says, I want to achieve that post, that position. I want to work in that position for at least some time, and then maybe I will be willing to get married and settle down, and now I am not able to decide. So, she said, can you give me an answer? Many times in many people's lives, you call them you are at a crossroads, you do not know which direction to take, which path to take. When there is a situation like that, I have spoken about this earlier also, the best way would be to meditate and find out which is the best thing for you, which is the best path for you. The subconscious mind can give you answers through flashes. You will definitely be able to understand. Your own intuitive flash or your own intuition can tell you which is better. But sometimes if you feel that is not very clear, then you can think logically also. Now, in the case of this girl, I am taking this as an example. Now, for her it is between her career and her marriage. So, once she gets married, she feels she may not be able to pursue her career. That is her fear. So, in that case I said, see, you have to take a decision. So, if you really want to pursue this in this field and go to a higher level, then you do not know how much time it will take. That is the main point. See, you cannot say it will happen within so many days or 1 month or 6 months. It can take 1 year, 2 years. Until such time your marriage will also get postponed. So, you need to think about that. So, if you also have this feeling that I should get married and I should settle down in life, then you might as well go ahead with that. But if you really want to give a try for this career, and I always feel if a woman is well educated and she really wants to do well in her career, there is nothing wrong. She must make an effort considering other things of course in her life. So, that is what I would like to tell this lady. Maybe you can give it a time frame. Since you want to do both, you can give it a time frame and say, I will try for this position for 6 months or for 1 year or for 2 years, and by the time if I get it, I will work and then leave it and then get married and settle down. But if it does not happen within that period, then also I will just give up and then I will move towards getting married and settle down. So, if that clarity is there in mind, then you can go ahead like that, give a time frame. Generally, when I talk about manifesting goals, how to visualize goals, I always say do not give a time frame unless it is really necessary, because many times things can happen much earlier than you anticipate. So, it is better to allow the universe to decide. But in such cases, it is better to keep a time frame up to which you will try for that goal. And then if it does not manifest, you can always leave it as it is, whatever you have tried or whatever meditation you have done or efforts you have put in, they will work. Let it be there and then move towards whatever else is waiting for you in life. So, this is what I would like to tell this lady, and maybe it will help others also. Now, moving towards today's topic, we are talking about the various factors that do not allow us to manifest our goals, and I am really hoping this is helping a lot of people, this video series, because of course I am receiving a lot of emails and comments and phone calls also, but I would also like to see your comments continuously so that I will know in what way you are benefiting with this series. Now, coming to today's topic, this is sometimes in a younger age, in our childhood, there are so many things that we are told by the elders in the family, maybe by your parents, by your grandparents. All the time we are given so much advice, we are given so many dialogues, many of them go deep within us and they settle down there. And today, maybe after 30-40 years also, when you are trying to manifest a goal, Something which somebody told you when you were 5 years old or 10 years old can also become a hurdle, and it may not allow you to manifest your goal because it settles down deep in the subconscious mind. Now that this is an example I am going to give you. Once I was doing a class long back, many years back, it was a direct class, not online. So there was a lady who participated, and that is particularly a class where we work on the different kinds of hurdles that are there in our mind. The name of the class was Agni Kundam those days. So we meditate to understand or to identify the goals in our hurdles which are there in our prosperity, in the health and relationships, like that, every aspect of life, and we release those hurdles, and many people have really benefited there. So that was the class, and we were doing the meditation for health. So what is preventing me from being healthy? That question we started, and we completed the meditation. After that, many people spoke, and they told me what they could see in the meditation. So this lady got up and said, now I understood why my goal is not manifesting. I asked her, what is it you can share with us? Then she said, she was born in a very small village, and she has 2 sisters. So they were 3 girls and no father, so mother had to bring them up alone. So you can understand, you know, it's like about almost 40 years back, 50. This happened about 10 years back, and at that time this lady was about maybe around 45 years old. So then it really goes back quite a long way, more than 40 years definitely. So she said, and so we can imagine in a small village so many years back, a woman bringing up 3 daughters all by herself has so much fear in the mind for the people around her, that they should not point a finger at her, that she has to be careful in bringing up these girls as good people and then settling them in life. All that was there. So her mother used to be very strict with all 3 of them. She used to continuously tell them, you must dress properly, you should not go and stand outside the house, you should not unnecessarily talk to anybody. This was continuous. But there was another thing which her mother kept telling them. She said, a woman should never think of losing weight or looking fit or trim, because that means she wants to be attractive and she wants to attract men, which means her character is bad. So a woman should never think about her body or about losing weight or being healthy or anything like that. This was what she was teaching them. We all know that it is wrong. We know today that whether it is a woman or a man, every human being has a right to be fit and trim and healthy and look good also. We all know that. But then at that time her situation was such. So she kept on telling them all this. And this lady says, I had forgotten all this completely because it was sometime in my childhood. But today when we did the meditation, what is preventing me from being healthy? She said, I have been trying to lose 2 or 3 kilos, not even too much. She was not very thin, she was not very fat, just a little plump. The doctors had told her that she has to lose 2 or 3 kilos so that she can get rid of her back pain, her knee pain and small irritating health problems like that. So they had insisted that she should lose weight. She said, I've made all the attempts that I can. She said, I've been going for a walk, I've been, driving myself to the gym and doing the exercise, I've been doing dieting and pushing myself in so many ways. But she said, I'm not losing even half a kilo. She said, I always used to wonder, people do very little and they lose 1 kilo, 2 kilos very easily. Half a kilo also I am not able to lose. Why is it like that? But she said today in this meditation, when we were in a deep level, she says, I could actually hear my mother's voice. I could hear my mother screaming at us and telling us that you should never think about losing weight. And she said, that is when I knew that this input has gone very deep into my mind. And today after so many years, it is not allowing me to lose weight. So that awareness was there. So that way, once you understand what is preventing you from manifesting your goal, then in meditation, it is easy to release that hurdle. See, the moment you become aware that this is what is not allowing me to manifest, that awareness itself, it helps you to overcome. Then you can talk to your own subconscious mind and create a mindset where this input does not bother you anymore. That is also possible. But meditation, in meditation if you do it, then you can see the success. You can see yourself manifesting the goal. So in this series, in every episode I have been speaking about one particular issue, or one hurdle that can stop you from manifesting your goals, and I will continue. There are a few more episodes to be done. So keep writing your comments, your questions also. So before we finish the shoot, if there are any more questions which need to be answered here, I will definitely take them up. So please keep watching and keep writing so that I will also know how you are benefiting, and keep manifesting all your goals.